Hi everybody, welcome to Cut the Kibble. I'm Paula and this is Miss Bella. Whoop, is her leg out? No, that's her arm, okay. She's 11 years old, been home cooking for her for most of her life. And today's video is gonna be a start from finish beef recipe because a lot of people are asking me, can you show the finished product? Let me tell you, I need help in editing. That's gonna be my goal for 2021. Hopefully my son's gonna come visit and he could help me edit because I'm doing these videos all by myself. This is not Food Network with mirrors on the top and all that. So let's get started. Okay, so you know that my proteins that I do are beef, turkey, salmon once a week, and eggs. My beef, I do chopped meat. I do chopped meat on the stove, London broil in the slow cooker. And I found this meat today. It's basically it's a lean beef, like a chili, very small cut. If you are cooking this for your dog and your dog has teeth, by all means, just give him that. But for me, she doesn't have 19 teeth, so I'm putting it in the food processor. But you also want to put food in your food processor. If you have a senior dog, when they're older, they lose the enzymes to break down the food to digest it. So that's why you need your probiotic with enzymes. But I'm helping her. I'm digesting her food by putting it in the food processor. But by all means, if you have a young dog, just put in the chunks. I would definitely still not do raw vegetables. I would do a lightly steam or roast, okay? Because it's just easier on their body, regardless of their age. So, I'm going to turn you a little bit here. In my food processor, can you see it? Okay, I wrote down what I did because normally I don't give I don't give recipe, but this is a pound of beef, and I have in here a half a cup of blueberries. I put a clove of garlic in the beef, 5% liver and heart combo. I have a half a cup of what? I can't even read my, because of the SP. Well, there's a quarter of a cup of beans, a quarter of a cup of zucchini, and a half a cup of spinach, yes, and a quarter of a cup of asparagus that I just took out of the oven. Now, when you put these asparagus in the food processor, sometimes it takes a while for them to really break down because they're so long. So I'm going to put this, I am going to put in, sardine. Blueberries and sardines I keep in all my recipes. This is a pretty big sardine here. Let me show you how big it is. Ugh. Can you see how big that is? Sometimes they come really small. So if it was small, I would do 2. But this is a big one, so I'm going to do the whole thing. And this is just in water, so that's okay. Okay, I need to wash my little hands here. And she's being so good, I'm gonna have to give her something. So let me get you so you can see her, because she is the star of the show. Okay. All right, my blueberries and my beef liver and hearts. You gotta use at least beef liver. I didn't do hearts until a year ago. Liver should be at 5%. Now, before I put the meat in, I want to break up these veggies. And if you home cook, it's a must. You must do seaweed, or you must do a calcium. Some people do eggshells. You do the best you can. I want to tell you, let me talk to you for a minute. I had a woman tell me she's been home cooking for her dogs for 36 years, and she never does frozen food. She says, I don't like to eat frozen food. I'm not going to give it to my dog. So she does, she cooks for them twice a day. Hey, kudos to you. You should never compare yourself to somebody else. You be the best that you can be based on your situation. I know there's people that think I'm crazy for cooking in general, okay? But just do the best you can. And why did I tell you that? I don't know. Oh, because I don't know how she does the eggshells, okay? And I don't do that. I just buy this seaweed calcium, and I like it because it has the phosphorus and then, where you go, and the magnesium already in it. So I know that she's getting a good thing. Plus, where are those eggs coming from? This is from Iceland, okay? Those eggs, are they just regular eggs? Are they pasteurized eggs? Are they, all that jazz about eggs? That's a totally different story with eggs. You could just go crazy by trying to do everything right. All right, so I'm trying to have you see Miss Bella and the food, but it's not working. So with home cooking, every pound of beef, you have to put 1 teaspoon of calcium in. And that's what you need to know how much protein you put in. And I'm going to put in my Cut the Kibble Omega Booster. Can you see that? This is a mixture of flaxseed, hemp hearts, and pumpkin seeds. I have the recipe for it in one of my playlists. All right, so what am I going to do next? Before I put the top on this, I'm going to put a little bit of the beef because otherwise all that calcium is going to go to the top of the food processor and not in her food. And by the way, the garlic that I used a garlic press because I want to make sure that she's not getting like a whole clove of garlic or a half a clove of garlic at one setting. For her, she could have a quarter of a teaspoon per day. Okay, so I'm going to put this on. And now I'm going to put the rest in. And then I am going to show you the finished product and show you how I weigh it out and all that. So I'm going to put all the beef in. And I'm also going to put some olive oil in. I cooked the meat in coconut oil, but then I drained it. And now I'm going to put, this is like, not much, not even a half a teaspoon because I don't have much olive oil in here. But the dog needs some healthy fats, and coconut oil and olive oil are good. If you forget to put it in the food, you can drizzle it on the top of their food in the dish. Okay, so let me see if this is all mixed up, because for her it has to be all broken up because she doesn't have a lot of teeth. And it is. I'm going to show it to you. Let me take the blade off. Oh, it's nice and warm. So Bella's going to get home cooking without being in the freezer one time in her life so I can do this video. Okay, I'm going to move over here to my scale. You got to have a scale so you can weigh things out. And I need to get a spoon. Now, I'm going to, for her, she's at 13 pounds. She's put on a little weight, haven't we all? And I'm going to turn the scale on with my measuring cup in it so that the scale is at 0, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and put, fill this up. It's going to go to 4.0, which is 4 ounces, which is a half a cup. She gets a half a cup every day. Okay, the dogs across the street are barking. I appreciate Bella not barking. We have 2 hound dogs across the street, and when anybody walks by, they bark. All right, I'm trying to get it exact. It was 4.1. Now it's 4.0. So now, this is the food. I'm going to put it in the dish so you can see what it looks like. This is the finished product. Let's see, get you over here. All right, and I spread it out. Now, if this was in the morning, I would add my probiotic and my kelp, but it's not the morning. She doesn't get anything in the afternoon. So that's her food. And what you could also do is add some bone broth to that or some water. So, and then I'll go ahead and I'll package up all the rest of this and measure it out, put it in freezer bags and flash freeze in the freezer. This will probably make up like 8 meals. And again, I feed her twice a day. So let me know if you have any questions. Follow me on Instagram. And I do this up and down because I'm doing Instagram and I'm doing YouTube. And if you want to have one-on-one coaching, I just started a program where I will spend an hour with you and we'll go through everything of how to do it, because I know this is overwhelming to people who are just getting started. It was overwhelming for me, and I want to be here to help you and to support you, because we all know if we give our dogs healthy food, and they're going to have a good immune system to fight off diseases. So that's it. Take care.